So the next step is reduction of these styno centers. So how are we going to do that? Well, we've seen this strategy before. We've actually done it with this, and we've done it with this. We've even done it with this as well. So it's a standard face-turning octahedral strategy. And what it entails is basically building these two, building it here as well, and then joining them together. So here's what I mean. You see that this already has a red and a blue, so we see a 2x2 and a 2x2 here. It might be easier to demonstrate with this. So let's look at the green and red. I've already got a green and red with a green one lined up. So let's look for another green and red. Should be around here somewhere. Right over here. But I want this to be joined not with the green side, but with the red side. So what Skewb move will put a red side in? And by the way, I don't have to keep these X's joined up. As long as I have these reduced, I can move them and not worry about it. So here's a red. I just have to remember every Skewb move I do, I have to move it back. And this red is going to come from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it in, and when I move it in, I've got to exchange it with something from here. So I'm going to move it in. So now I've got the red one bound here. Now let's exchange it with this by going up, up, down, and down. And now I've got to remember to Skewb it back. Luckily, this is still maintained here, so we Skewb it back. Okay, so now as I search for this, here's a green and red bound with a red, and here's a green and red bound with a green. So now where do I got to go to move them into each other, to reduce them? I go like this, and if I move it, oh, let's try it again. Here we go. Okay, it's going to come in from this angle here. Okay, so it's going to come like that, and you can see it's reduced. Okay, this was about to give a big almighty pop. I got too confident. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it in like so, and now exchange it with this by going down, down, up, up, and then we move it back. Okay, so we have one that's reduced, and I just keep doing that. So here's a yellow, an orange and white bound with a white. Where's the other orange and white? Right over here. Let's bind this with an orange. So let's find an orange piece. It's got to come from this side over here, perhaps. So let's maybe move it in with this. So I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure that this one is okay to be used. I move this into here, and we'll go turn, turn. You never know when this is going to make a huge pop, so stay tuned for that. I hope it doesn't, but maybe it will. Turn, and now this moves back. Okay, here are my orange and whites. So again, I'm totally free to move this any way that I want. These have already been reduced. Like this. And like this. And like this. Okay, so same thing. This will come into here. This is not used yet, so down, down, up, up, and then this comes back in. Okay, I see these two are staring at me, so is there a red and white that's already in? And yeah, this is bound with the red, this is bound with white, so it's already been pre-assembled for me. So move it in. How do they let this get off the assembly line? Down. Such a great concept, such a poor execution. Such a tragedy. Up. Up. And move this back. So really, it's kind of the same thing that you've already seen with these puzzles. We just had the added intrigue of lining these guys up, creating an X. But I really shouldn't have stressed creating an X, but just lining these up. Looking at these as though they're corners, which they are, and then reducing these so that we can now put these guys in. So here's a green and white, another green and white, but this is pre-assembled for me. Okay, just going to move this into a direction where it can fall into where it's got to fall into. You going to turn or are you going to pop? I would say 60-40. It's right here. Okay, I got to move this out of the way and this out of the way because these are both in. Okay, I'm going to move this in its place, move this in to assemble this side. I'll go, something popped. Oh, almost. Turn, turn. It didn't feel natural, it didn't feel like a natural move. Turn and move this back. Okay, so just to sort of show a little bit more, I've got a green and orange. Green and orange here. This is bound with an orange. I got to bind this with a green. So let's find a green one that can be utilized. Maybe it's this guy here. I move it in, and yes, I'm going to exchange it with this. So in you go. And then we're going to go turn, turn. It's not even a matter of lubrication. It's so clunky in its structure. It's like they made spikes on these pieces so that when you turn it, they knock each other out. It's really strange. Turn back. Okay. So here's a green and orange. Where's my other green and orange? It should not have been taken out, and it's right over here. And I can see the stickers are starting to buckle a little bit because of all the pressure that I'm putting on it. But it is available, and if you have the tolerance for it, well, there you go. Okay, I'm going to move this up to join with this, exchange it with this guy here by going down, down, up, up, and bring it back. And that puts this back in. Okay, so in that way, we're going to continue our process of reduction. Yellow and orange. And we're going to do this until we're down to the last few, and we might have to make use of some algorithms, which I will show you. Okay, maybe I can take a, no, yeah, I can take a shortcut here because this blue and yellow is here with a blue, and this one is here with an orange, so I can easily put that one in. So this will come over to here and be reduced, but I don't want this one in position. I can put this one in position instead. So move it up and go down, down, up, up, because by doing this, it's not affecting these guys here as long as I scoop it back. And I think that went this way here. Boom. Okay, well, let's see what we have left. You can see we filled in much of these. There may be a couple more, it looks like. Any more gimme ones? Any more that are pre-assembled for me? Not really. How about that red and blue? Any other red and blues? Yeah, but not pre-assembled. Okay, so how about this yellow and orange? That should be easy to spot. Well, this is bound with the yellow. Let's bind this one with an orange. Let's find an errant orange right over here. This will come up to here to exchange with this, which we don't want, but we don't care if it exchanges with, well, we do care because that's our yellow and orange. It'll exchange with this, so that's okay. So we're going to bring this up. You know, okay, yeah, that's fine. Bring this up here. And go turn, well, let's do it this way. Turn, 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 and turn, and this comes back like so. Okay, here's our yellow and orange. Where's our other one? Right over here. There you go. So we're going to exchange it with this. Can easily exchange, bring this here, and we're going to go turn, 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 and this is turn back. Okay. So let's get a lay of the land here. Here's a green and yellow. You know, I could have sworn we did that one. And maybe we didn't. I knocked it out because these are complementary to each other. So let's move this here. It's possible I knocked it out, I suppose. And I think I can move it in from here. And here. Oh, okay, right here. Boom. Exchange it not with this, but exchange it with this, just like that. So we're going to bring this in like so, and go. Actually, I got a better idea. Because the thing is, these two are matched, and these two are matched. Let's find ones that aren't matched. And that's this. So I'm going to try to move this into position, because we may be down to the last few. Yeah, I'm going to put this back here, because when I knock this out, it's going to bind to this. So let's go ahead and move this in like so. And now we're going to go turn, turn. Careful. See, the middle of an algorithm can put you into a crisis. And move this back. Okay. So here is the situation that we're at right now. Much of these are reduced. The ones that aren't reduced completely have these joined up. Now, when you're down to the last few, go ahead and do that. Even if you can't match these up, go ahead and match these. Because what we have is we have how many? We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 that are not completely reduced. And now is when we can decide to do our algorithm. And that algorithm, like I say, is fairly long. The way that you want to set it up is you want to set it up to where you have one that has 2 that are out. Because that's going to be the one that's on the bottom. So if you can imagine, if this is on the bottom here, this is going to take the algorithm with 2 of the 3 cycles. So let's say I wanted to put a blue one in here. So where's a blue one that doesn't belong? Right over here. So I'm going to turn this over here. Boom. So this blue will go here, right? This white is going to go here. So where's a white one that doesn't belong? We don't really have one. But I do want to put a white one back over here. So basically it's like an exchange that I have to do with this. So instead of that, let's put this in place over here. So this will go here, this will go here, and this will go here. So at least I'm putting some in, but at the same time, when I do that, this is going to participate. And this will go here. This will go here, and this will go here. So we need to coordinate and decide what we want to do. Well, I can start putting things in. For instance, if I actually move this red one like so, I'm going to place the red one here, which is good. This yellow will end up here, and this yellow will end up here. So at the end of the day, I won't have destroyed this, but I will have placed this, and I will have placed this. This whole thing will be placed. This is wrong. I don't want this red one here, but I've got this guy over here. And as much as I can, I would like to have it to where 3 are out. I don't have 2 that have to be exchanged, but 3. I want to set up 3 cycles. So as I put it here, you'll see that this red one will end up here. So this won't belong. This will belong here, and this won't belong here. But at least it's just it's 3 that are out. Here, this looks like it's a 2 cycle. And in the meantime, this yellow will go here and be fine. This red will go here and be in, and this will go here. So in that way, I'm not going to cause any overall problems, but I will be setting it for 3 cycles. And the way this algorithm is going to work is starting here, we're going to go down, down, up. Now is not the time to pop, which it is. Up, okay, I've done that. Turn it upside down, and then we go turn, 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 and then we reverse what we just did by doing down, down, up, up. It'll have the effect we're looking for, but just for the sake of perspective, let's get this back and see what we've done. Turn and turn. Okay, so in essence what this did is this did solve this whole thing here. This is fine. This did not get taken out, and this put this in here. So we have ourselves 3 that are out. We have the setup of a potential 3 cycle of this red going to here, this blue going here, and this white going to here. The thing about that, though, is if I do that, and I do the 3 cycle, let's say move this to here, this will go here, and then this will go here. If I do that, I'm going to create 3 also that are out. So I'm going to cause this to go here, this to go here, this to go here. Now you may think, okay, try to find something that's all of the same color, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. For instance, if I can get a yellow one here, we're good, but there is no other yellow one that's going to be here. This one doesn't match, and this one won't match, because there isn't really enough to do that. So you won't find the right number. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to arrange another kind of a 3 cycle, and that 3 cycle has to involve this piece over here. So I think what we're going to have to do is, rather than get it solved with the very next 3 cycle, is we actually have to make sure that these are involved, but they exchange the wrong pieces. For instance, this red, why don't we put this over here? So let's take this, let's actually exchange these pieces here. And if I put it in this configuration instead, I can do a 3 cycle where this red will go here and not be in, this white will go here and not be in, this blue will go here and not be in. So I'll keep this 3 cycle in play while designing another 3 cycle that I can get back in. So if we put an orange here and a red here, the first time we do the algorithm, this orange will go here and not be in, this red will go here and not be in, this orange will go here and be in. So I'll have an orange that's here and a red that's here. Then for the second time that we do it, because it'll take 2 times to get this back, to get this blue, and it'll go 1, 2. The second time that we do that, we simply exchange these pieces. By exchanging these pieces, We'll have an orange one in here, and this will be completely solved. We'll have a red one in here. This will come up here to take the red, and then these two oranges will be okay with each other. So, for your very final one, set it up to where you have a 3 cycle that won't go in the first time you do it. Then set it up to where whatever this color is you put up here, and then you can put any color over here at all. Do the first cycle, exchange these two, and then do the second 3 cycle. So let's see how that works. The first one will not put them in. It'll take 2. So we're going to go, whoop, ha. We're going to go down, down, up, up. Bring this over here and do turn, turn. Turn. Let's quickly get this here so I know what I'm doing. Turn. This almost did an almighty pop. This is a kind of pop I've not seen before. This entire piece just came out. I've not had that kind of a pop before. This was an entire corner here. Wow. I won't even know if my brilliant plan worked. Yeah, this is a fairly major pop that just happened. Almost to the point where I wonder if the thing broke. Anyway, I got to keep track of what just happened. Oh, this is a cap. It wasn't a pop, this is a cap that came off. Interesting. But it does not want to go back in. Interesting. Okay. Ha! I hope that's right. I don't even know. Anyway, go back here and do down, down, up, up, and now let's get this back. Turn. Turn. Turn and turn. Now it's interesting because most puzzles get better as you use it. This is getting worse. I gotta be honest with you. Okay, so we're where we need to be, because now with the second one, this will go here and be in, this will go here and be in, and this will go here and be in. Obviously this won't. This will go here and be in. No, not be in. So I got to take this. Let's swap these two pieces here. What's the best way of doing that? Well, to keep track of it, let's go ahead and swap these guys here. I want to get this up to where this is. So that's going to be turn, 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 and turn. Okay. Now this needs to go where this is, so we're going to go, well actually, let's bring this down to here. Down to where? Oh. This needs to, I want this to go where this is. So it's going to be turn, turn. Look at that. What do I do now? Try to turn this up so that I can hope to find where I'm at, or just give up. Well, I know that this has to turn up and that finishes that movement, but this was a critical pop. I know where these are supposed to go. I just have to remember to turn this back up. So again, you make your decisions. Is this worth it? Right now, I would say I'm so close to being done, I'd say, well, maybe. But honestly, do we really want to support such poor judgment and craftsmanship? I'm all about supporting puzzles, but I'm really more about supporting puzzles where they made solid judgments. And that, you can see, is very frustrating. I got these two, not even sure. Where do you go? Who knows? Yeah, let me see if I can't turn this up. Probably not. Okay. Let's see. This I think goes here, and this I believe goes here, and I think this goes, let's see. I think this red one goes here. Well, maybe now I have enough to turn, oh man, to turn, okay, let's see if we can't turn this guy slowly. Please don't pop, please don't pop. Boom, all right. That gives me some guidance, I suppose. And it looks like this now does belong here. Let me get back to you. And let's go here. This goes here. Well, I think these are two different pieces, so that should be easier to figure out. And I think maybe I think this was the one that wasn't in yet, and I think that whatever is here is going to go here. Yeah, no, that was the orange one. And this is going to go here, so okay, I slid that in over here. Now, I like to say that I can keep track of everything that I was doing, but I don't know that I can. This is sloped over here, so I think this comes in like this. Yep, okay. Okay, so it's not unsalvageable. I just have to figure out where things are going to go. So this was a yellow one, so that's going to be a yellow one here. And this is going to be a red one, and I think that's going to be this over here. No, this over here. This is the red one here. And this is the yellow. Okay, so I think what we have now is this red is supposed to come up here. So I'm just going to move that in. Boom, okay? So this needs to find an orange one, and it doesn't even matter which. I think I was using this one here. So I'm going to go, let's see. This, I'm going to exchange with this. So we're going to go turn, 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 turn. Okay, so with that said, this is going to make it to here, and it's going to do it by going like down, down, up, up. So I'm showing you this puzzle warts and all. Okay, now here's what's going to happen. This will come here and be in, this will come here and be in, and this will come here and be in. This will go here. Whoop. Oh, I got the wrong one in. Where is that other one? I had the wrong one in. It's another orange, and I think it's probably maybe this one here. It's the only other one that's left. I'm trying to minimize motion as much as I can. Oops. Lost track. Okay. No, that's not going to work either. Okay. What okay, so it's this one. So it's going to be down, down, up, up. Okay, will this work? This to here, which is good, this to here, and this to here. Okay, so this should give me that 3 cycle, and that's the positioning to use. So, say a few prayers, down, down, up, up. Move this over here, and we'll go turn, 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 and finally down, down, up, up. And we don't have to do the other turns because now, as you can see, all of these are now reduced. We have a fully reduced puzzle. So now what we need to do is just let's turn our corners in. Let's, because that's what these are now, they're corners. We're not reducing this to a Skewb, although we had Skewb moves available to us. We reduce this to a dyno, and that's actually what we have. Okay, so this is in, let's get all of our X's here, all of our crosses. Okay, moving these in, moving this in. Okay, we have all of our X's, and this is all going to be a simple down, down, up, up. For instance, if we were to do the blue side, this needs to go here. So we're going to go down, down, up, up. That's in. This will go over to here. So we're going to do down, down, up. To go this way, up. This is in. I want to put this into here, so that's going to be down, down, up, up. Okay, so this is all in. And if we were to do this side over here, let's say the red side, this is going to make its way to here. So let's put this in place, bring this up, and bring this back, and bring this in here. Okay, another red and green to go here. So we're going to get all that set up. For this to go into this spot, we're going to go up, down, down, and up. So this is all in here. Find the other red, which is here. So to make this happen, this will go turn, 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 and turn. And move this out, but we can easily place that by going turn, putting this into play, turn, turn, and turn. Now this is very intuitive. You don't really need algorithms. This is all in over here. For the yellow, this will go to here, and this will go here. So why don't we do that first? We'll go turn. That was the only good turn that I did with this entire puzzle. That one turn over there. All the rest is an extension of your effort and your patience. And turn. Okay, the other yellow is here, so we're going to go down, up, up, down. Dyno solves are amongst the most straightforward, so this is all in. Oh, this didn't work out so good. So let's go ahead and we have to take a sacrificial lamb out. This will come here, so it's going to be whoop, green and white. Oh. Yeah, okay, this will come up here, turn. Let's put this one in play. Now, it might have been that there's a pop that happened and I just assembled it as best I can. If I find a parity with this, I know it's from the pop and not from the solve. And this is from the, oh, no, okay, good. I was going to say it really detracts from the joy of the solve because if a pop happened, then I don't know if I really did a full solve. This needs to go over to here. So let's bring it to here. Actually, this needs to come all the way up to here. So let's go turn, 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 and turn. Now, I'm right back where I started from, which makes me wonder if I have myself a bad situation. let's go ahead and just move this out. Okay, now maybe I can just treat these like, I can actually just treat these like pyraminx edges. So I'm just going to go turn, and pull this down. Sometimes a pop happens seemingly completely out of nowhere too. Okay. Let's see, if I go like turn, will I have it down to the last 3? And yes, okay, so this will work. What's going to happen is I'll go turn, up and back, and it's done. There it is. So what you saw was unfortunately a tragic story of design flaws and a great looking puzzle. It looks great. The solve experience is a lot of fun. It takes a puzzle like this, which is the more pure form of a cubic transformation of a master face-turning octahedron, brings it to the mass production, and actually enhances it a little bit because you have these pieces to put in. It's not particularly difficult to do once you get the hang of it and once you get the strategy, but in any case, I would recommend Diane go back to the drawing board, make this puzzle happen in a way that people can use. Now you can see I did a whole solve of it. It is possible. Pops do happen. The good news is that when they pop, they are easy to put back in, and the pieces are generally fairly specific for where they go. So I haven't had a pop where I had to reassemble the whole thing, nor have I had a pop where it wasn't fairly clear where pieces had to go. But I'll leave it to you. It's not a bad puzzle to have in your collection. It is a actual very fun solve experience if you take away the frustration of how it moves, but there is quite a bit of that. So this is an example of what I would call a puzzle tragedy, but in any case there is, to those that have it, it is a worthy discussion in terms of an evolutionary offshoot of an evolutionary offshoot, because that's what these are. These are evolutionary offshoots, and these are offshoots of that evolutionary offshoots, getting to the purity of the cubic transformations, of the purity of the platonic solid of a face-turning octahedron. And although most of these are cubes that you see in front of you, the fact of the matter is they are different variations of face-turning octahedrons. Anyway, I will leave it to you regarding what you wish to do with this puzzle, and I will leave it to Diane to make it good with a very potentially really great looking and great solve experience. Thanks for your patience, and thanks for watching.